Hello besties, welcome to another video. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and a good new year. This is my first video of 2026. I'm actually filming this before 2026. So it's weird to say, what kind of things did you do? What did you get up to in New Year's? I want to know. I'm just going to my boyfriend's brother's house and his girlfriend, and there's just going to be a few of us. We're just going to play games, have some drinks, just keep it chilled. I hate going out on New Year's, okay? If you know me, you'll know I despise it. I cannot stand it. So I'm really excited to go to someone's house and just keep it really, really chill. Let's just get started. So I needed to do the TBR for January, and then I thought, oh, let's do my TBR jar. I need to update it. I need to add some more prompts. So grab a hot drink, get cozy, get comfy. I'm gonna grab my TBR jar, which is just there. I'm so excited. I also finally put batteries in the candles there, so that makes me super happy. Also, look at these little bookmarks I got from, I think I got them from Amazon. I gave my besties one each as well because they were super cute and they come in like a pack of 4. Love them. Anyway, this is my TBR jar currently. It's very plain, very boring. It's just black with a wooden lid on it. This is the only jar that I had that looked okay that was empty. So that's what I did. Now I still have my old prompts in here, so I'm gonna put them to the side for now. I don't know how to do this. I don't know whether to just completely start from the beginning or go through what I already have, see which ones I like and I want to stick with, and then, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. So get comfy, get cozy. I'm gonna do my TBR jar and then we're gonna pick my TBR for January. I'm so excited. Fifth book on your homepage, that is referring to my Kindle. I do actually like that, so I'm going to keep that on there. Ask a Bookish Bestie. I don't actually think I've done this one yet, so I'm going to put that back in. Person on the cover, I haven't done that either, I don't think. Maybe I have, but I like that one. You know nothing about. The thing is, I go in blind with books, so I don't really know a lot about any of the books. So I'm going to put that to one side for now. 5-star prediction. Yep, I need that in there. Oldest on TBR. Now, I think that means Goodreads. So I'm just going to add Goodreads. Because I'm a Kindle reader mainly, I don't have a lot of physical books that I haven't read. Although I am starting to build up my collection because of Fairy Loot. But because of that, I included my Goodreads list because I really do want to get through my Goodreads TBR because I keep adding more and more on there, not actually reading from there. So newest on TBR, that is also Goodreads. I'm just going to add Goodreads. You're scared to read. I'm scared to read a lot. I'm going to put that to one side for now because I might change the prompt slightly, even though it probably means the same thing. Physical book you own, not Fairy Loot. I like this one because I do have some physical books that I want to read that aren't Fairy Loot. 99p Kindle you bought this month. I love this prompt. I think this is such a good prompt for a Kindle reader, so I'm gonna keep that one. One word title, that's a classic. I like that one. Flowers on the cover, classic. I'm gonna keep that. Fairy Loot book you haven't read yet. I need to keep that. Scroll and Stop, I love that one for a Kindle reader. I'm actually gonna add multiple of that one, so I'm just gonna put that to one side for now. Author you've never read yet. Continue a series. Oh, I actually need a few of those, I think. Oldest book in your library. Like it a lot. Okay. So that's what I've got so far. Now my plan is throughout the year to, once I use the prompt, I want to take it out of the jar. I tended to just put them back into the jar, but then what happened was I kept picking the same one over and over again, which was kind of a bit boring. So that's why I want to do Scroll and Stop multiple times, because I do think it's a really fun prompt. So I'm just going to write Scroll and Stop 2 in there. So there's going to be 3 in total. So hopefully throughout the year, I'm going to pick it multiple times because it is super fun. I'm just writing them on a piece of thick paper. Now onto some new ones. So I've got a list on my phone. I'm going to read them out first and then I'm going to write them all down. So oldest book in your Kindle library, I've got that. A book that feels like a cozy Sunday. Yeah, okay, I'll do that one. A book that screams main character energy. I love that prompt. So I'm going to keep that. A book with a rainy day vibe. I feel like that's kind of similar to Cozy Sunday. A book that BookTok told you to get. Yes, I want that one. A book with a person on the cover. I can't remember if I had that in the jar or not, but if not, I will add it. Author with the same first name initial as you. I quite like that. A spicy book. Yep. 10th book on your homepage. Yeah, book that fits the current season. I actually really like that as well. A book with a title you love. a different genre than usual, book with a number in the title, physical book you've had the longest, that's gonna be really hard to remember, but I will try. Start a new series, book with a character on the cover. Do I already have that? I feel like I just spoke about that. Least favourite cover in your physical books. Let's just do that. Current book top favourite, I love this one. Prettiest sprayed edge you own. Your besties, pick a book, which is Tasha and Becca, by the way. Not online besties, my like physical. I worked with them many years ago. We've been best friends for years. Kelsey picks a book for you, one of my book besties. A book you keep putting off. Plenty there to work with. I'm just gonna get right in. Get right in now, Hans. Okay, I'm done. It's looking full and it's looking good, and I'm really excited because, like I said, I'm gonna pick a prompt and then I'm gonna leave it out. I'm not gonna put it back in so I can pick it again. But now it's time to talk about my January TBR. So I typically choose a few that I definitely want to read, and then I use the jar to pick the rest for me, because I am a bit of a mood reader, and I also want to make sure that I am picking books that I genuinely do want to read. All of them I will want to read, but do you know what I mean? Like, there's some books that you just really have this strong feeling about wanting to read, and the first one is The Wolf King. I will be reading that in January, okay? And no one is going to stop me. No book, no TBR jar, nothing. I am reading The Wolf King. So that is my first pick. I'm gonna write it down. January TBR, The Wolf King. I really want to continue series that I've already started as well. Like, I don't want to start a lot of series. It's not technically part of the series, but it is part of the whole world, I think, and that's The Ascended. So I've read Riftborn, and I'm actually in the middle of reading Dustbound. So I want to read The Ascended. My goal is to not start a lot of series at the same time, and I've got a lot going on as well, so I'm going to try and make sure that in every single month I'm also reading series that I have already started. Oh, and I really want to continue with the Calloway sisters, because the quicker I finish this series, the quicker I'm going to go to Boys of Tommen, and everyone keeps shouting at me about it. I am going to read it. I feel like I say this in like every single video now. I don't know what the next book is in the Calloway sisters reading order. So whatever the next book is that I need to read, I have a feeling is Hot House Flower. That's next, but I'm just gonna write down the Calloway sisters next book, because I just read Kiss the Sky. So those are the books that I definitely want to read in January that I want to pick myself. And now it's time for the jar. Where's my Kindle? I need to get my Kindle for this. My Kindle is so... this chair needs some DW40, whatever it's called. My Kindle's so crusty and dusty. I need to change this up. Like, the stickers I don't put on. I just sort of put them inside the case and then moan about the fact that they keep slipping. So what I'm going to do is put a little bit of sellotape and like wrap it around to make it double-sided, so then I can just stick these on in the back, because I don't want to use them as stickers in case I want to reuse them. That's why I'm not using them as stickers. But I've also got more coming. And I've got some more decor coming for my Kindle. I'm going to get a new pop socket as well. I love this pop socket. I think this was either TikTok or Amazon, can't remember. And then all of my stickers are from TikTok, I'm pretty sure, in case anyone was asking. No one was asking, but anyway. I use this as my TBR Kindle because I also have another little one, but this is my main Kindle, so this is the one that I'm going to use. I'm so excited. Okay, so we've got 3 books so far, and I feel like I'm going to want to read The Wolf King second book, whatever it's called, straight after, but we'll see. First pick in my new... Okay, loads just fell out because it's overflowing. Hello. I'm so excited. Am I in focus? This camera is so old. Book with a title you love. Let's have a little scroll on my Kindle. The Kindles are so slow, by the way. Done and Dusted. I actually quite like that title, but I don't know if that's the first book in that series. For Whom the Bell Tolls. I actually love that title. I don't know why, there's just something about it. Sounds like love. That's quite a cute one. One for My Enemy. I really like this title. I need to read Olivia Blake, but I need to find out the recommended reading order for her books, because I've never read Olivia Blake before. I don't know, I think I'm gonna go with whatever I just said. My memory is shocking. You'll get to know. For Whom the Bell Tolls or something like that. I thought that was really sweet. Yeah, For Whom the Bell Tolls. I'm gonna go with that. I've heard actually quite good things. Prompt number 2. Oldest book in your library. I'm kind of nervous about that. Ooh, it's actually The Love Hypothesis. I don't mind that. I'm happy with that. The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. Is that the one that's got the film coming out soon? Oh, wait. That reminds me, actually. I really want to read... What was it called? I think it's in here on my shelf. I wanted to read People Meet on Vacation because I was gifted that just before Christmas. Obviously the film's coming out, so I kind of wanted to read it before the film. I might actually have to add this to my TBR guys as well. So we're getting quite a few here, but I feel like People Meet on Vacation and The Love Hypothesis are going to be quite quick reads. Start a new series. Brilliant. The Wolf King is one of them, but I'm not going to cheat. I'm going to start a new series. Do I start City of Gods and Monsters? No. Do I? Let's have a look and see what I've got. Because I know I've got City of Gods and Monsters because I've been collecting those, but I've also got so many other series that I want to start. Red Queen, I really want to read that book. Daughter of No Worlds, I want to read that book. Do I add a dark romance in there? No. I know Tash is going to be so proud of me. I'm going to read The Prison Healer. I've been meaning to read The Prison Healer for a while, and everyone that has read it recently absolutely loved it. I'm going to read The Prison Healer. I feel like it's going to be quite an easy read, which is nice because I feel like The Ascended is quite a chunky book, and The Wolf King is fairly long, not like super long, but I feel like it's fairly long, and also I'm probably going to want to read the second one as well. So there's quite a lot of fantasy, like not like heavy fantasy, but you know, just like fantasy. I don't even know what The Prison Healer is about, by the way, guys. I love going in blind with books. That's the one thing you need to know about me, is I will be going in blind with books. I hate reading the blurb because I feel like it just gives away the whole story. What is the point? So I literally just read what people talk about online and what is recommended by my friends. That's literally it. So we've got The Wolf King, The Ascended. The Wolf King's a new series for me. It's just one that I kind of landed on my TBR list nearly for December, but then I was like, no, I'm going to actually choose that for January, so I want to stick with that. The Calloway Sisters' next book, whatever that one is, which is a nice little romance, just realistic romance. It's not too cheesy or nothing like that, which is nice. For Whom the Bell Tolls, I have no idea about this book, by the way. Nothing, not a zilch, okay? And every review that I see on Goodreads is quite good, so we'll see. The Love Hypothesis, that has got a film coming out soon, so that's good timing, as well as People Meet on Vacation. I added this because I did say that I was going to read this before the film comes out, so what I might do is read this after Duskbound, so maybe make this my first January book, and then read The Ascended, and then read The Love Hypothesis, maybe do it like that, I don't know. But I really want to read this pretty soon. And then The Prison Healer, which I've been putting off for so long. I don't know why. Do you know what? I think it's because I kept thinking, oh, this book sounds better. But actually, anyone that I speak to that has read The Prison Healer actually really loves it. So I'm really excited. Obviously, my bestie Tash, she loved it. So she was like, yeah, you need to read. So January is looking like a really, really good month. I'm really excited. I feel like there's going to be quite a few 5 stars in there, or not necessarily 5 stars, but like very close to 5 stars, like 4.5. And yeah, that is the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and all of that jazz. And yeah, happy new year.